Hello. Welcome back to Lenny Plans. I'm going to be planning out a week 22 of 2022 in my Wonderland222. I mentioned last week how many twos I have been saying this year, and I feel like it has gone one step further this week coming. I feel like it's a tongue twister. Anyway, I have to slow it down to make sure I say it correctly. All right, anyway. So as I said, this week I'm going to plan out week 22. Let's have a quick look at week 21 before I jump into that though. If you've watched the last couple of weeks, you will know that I have been recovering from COVID. I'm definitely feeling a lot better today, although it's definitely been a journey in terms of the recovery for myself and my family. I know that's not the case for everybody, but it's definitely not been the most fun experience for me. So I was back at work on Monday and I was exhausted. I just really sort of got home, curled up on the bed with my cat and pretty much stayed there. Just sort of doing the bare minimum to get through. Tuesday, I was back at school and it was, first day back in a couple of weeks, and there was just a lot that had been happening. I have to say, I'm so impressed with, my team. I think they just held things really beautifully, but we've got a few extra challenges at the moment that definitely were rearing their ugly heads on Tuesday. So it was pretty intense as a day. And then when I got home, my hubby was actually really still breathless. And so we decided just to take him to the ED, the emergency department, and get him checked just to be safe. And the doctors and nurses, he said I wasn't allowed in because he tested positive and was showing symptoms. But he was really well cared for. They were so kind to him, and he felt he'd been really, he's a bit of a typical male, shall I say, and he just was like, no, I'm fine. I don't think I should go in. And I was like, oh, it can't hurt to check. I feel like of all the things that could be going on, this is one where we just check. We just be better safe than sorry. And the medical staff all basically had the same attitude apparently, so he actually didn't feel like he was being silly. That was the thing that he was worried about. He doesn't want to overload an already overloaded system, but no, it was the right thing to do. But he was okay in the end. There didn't seem to be any impacts on his heart, and he was oxygenating correctly, so he was able to come home that night, which is really cool. We didn't make it to music though. That was a priority. I did have a new Fjällräven Kanken arrive. I don't know if you guys have come across that particular brand. I love them. I have a mini Kanken in blue, and I got a tote bag in forest green, which actually transforms. The straps come down and turn it into a backpack. It's so cool. I love my new one so much. It is not this color, but I had a sticker of a Kanken, so I used that on Tuesday. Wednesday I had work. The weather was beautiful again. I was still exhausted, especially after I was tired on Monday, and then Tuesday evening was at the hospital, and then Wednesday I was too tired. Turned out a lot of the other girls were as well, so I don't think it went ahead. Thursday I had work. I actually had a really nice day, and my hubby was up to coming out and having lunch with me. So we actually had lunch together and had just a little walk, which was really nice. Usual laundry, groceries, and the boys were back at swimming after a couple of weeks off, and they did so well. Definitely exhausted by the end, but we got there. Friday was brutal for me. I just had a very angry parent that I was trying to support, and it's just one of those things where, when you're the person who is the kind face, often they're the ones that people will take it out on you instead of the one who actually caused problems. So yeah, I very much felt like I was in that position on Friday. Because I'm still chasing my tail on things that have been put to the side for a couple of weeks, with good reason. I was off with COVID. What do you do? But definitely just, I feel like I'm behind on a lot of things, so that was intense. I had a couple of phone calls from some friends on Friday evening, just checking in and saying hello, which was super lovely. It definitely made a hard day easier. My eldest had youth. They have a mufti day on Friday coming, where they can wear a jersey from their favorite sports team, and my eldest has outgrown his, so we went via Rebel Sport and picked up some new jerseys for him to wear. It also happened to be that even though he was away from youth the week before, his age group had chosen to wear like sports outfits as like a squad. I don't know. They were just trying to dress the same for some kind of competition. I'm not even sure what that was. But anyway, they had chosen sports in his absence. And so we actually went today, and I was like, well, you'll wear it today and next week. And also he just, he loves we ended up getting the local basketball team shirt, and he loves them. So we did that. Yesterday morning, I woke up with a migraine, and they just knocked me around a little bit. So I just took some aspirin and lay down for a while. And then towards the end of the day, my eldest started getting a little bit feverish. And there's a really nasty flu going around at the moment. And given that, we're still recovering from COVID, he's very much at risk of that. So we just really took it easy. But last night was pretty intense. I was sort of up pretty frequently with him, just making sure that his temperature didn't get too high. And he didn't go over 40 degrees Celsius, which is, I believe that's 104 Fahrenheit. I'm not sure on the conversion, but he didn't quite get there. It was close. But thankfully the paracetamol kicked in and kept that manageable. But yeah, obviously with that in the house, we didn't go to church today. Actually, I should write that down. We just did church online rather than exposing more people. So that's pretty much the week that has been. I am impressed that I managed to get a couple of photos. I really have felt like it's been a fog this week. So the fact that I have been at all present in my planner feels like a huge accomplishment to me. So I hope you all enjoyed that. I've just stuck in this really cute design from Sakura Mochi Design Co. I got it in 2020, I'm pretty sure. But it's talking about social distancing, and we're all in this together even though we're apart. It just seemed really appropriate as a review page for May when I don't have a lot of energy to sort of go back and do like a gratitude list or anything like that I have done on occasion in the past. Haven't done my June title page yet, but it's not June yet. I've got a couple of days. I have planned out June using the May monthly kit that I got from Mandy Lynn Plans. So that was cool. I feel like I'm semi-prepared for that. Should be a good month. And then I'm going to dive in and plan out the week 22, which starts May 30th. So I'm going to be using a few different kits or a few different stores. I'm going to be using the Iris Designs kit, which is called Design Your Daydream. It just looks really warm and cozy, and we are due for a cold snap coming this week. So this just feels really, really appropriate. I'll be using my Mandy Lynn Plans text stickers, and then I've got this foiled date from Beth Plans, and there's a few dates missing, so I'm just sort of pulling these out because it happens to have all the ones that I need for this week at least. So that's what I will be using. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit so that you don't have to watch me wrestling with stickers quite as much, and I'll come back at the end. Okay, that is week 22 all planned out. This week I've got work, school, work, school, and work on Saturday as well. We've got Reconciliation Day here in Australia. Actually, it's Reconciliation Week for the whole week. We've got music and swimming as extracurriculars, and we've got Bible study and church. I have a meeting and youth, and I've got a meeting after church on Sunday. We've got the dog groomer coming this Thursday as well, and then I've got a couple of tasks in here, just the usual ones of laundry and order groceries. I've put in the movie night as a task rather than an event, just because it's becoming quite all over the place. It's not strictly something that we're doing like as a family event at the moment because of youth. We probably do need to rethink that, a way of sort of still having that weekly time together. We actually spend quite a lot of time together as a family, but it's nice to have, that formal, this is the time we're all going to hang out. So it's actually still working to some extent, but every now and then it gets a little bit curly like it did on Friday, where we order takeaway and it arrives as we need to leave for youth group. So it's it's not the tidiest of time. It's a little bit of, just kind of doing things as you go. But I kind of still want to put it in there because it's something that's really special for all of us and particularly meaningful for my youngest. That is the week to come. I hope that you guys stay safe and have a great week, whatever it is that you're doing. I'll see you next time. Bye.